to an alternate reality. Before masses of intergalactic gases burn in the galaxies and classes, yearning for clarity, relaxed as they understand that facts are learned through their faculties. Before all of this, before the formation of formulas sought to sift the sun and explore what the source of the Earth's orbit is, the sum of this order was none. Just a sort of mist that covered the face and the front of this unformed abyss. Fast forward, a man's walking the earth. So pristine and clean was never formed from the dirt. Forget a fall and a curse. In this imaginary planet, the plan is all in reverse. The first humans were a people of persistence, so they handcrafted what they couldn't speak into existence. More issues, but less options, so they applied their initiative to address problems. First dilemma is darkness, learn, develop and harness earthly elements, stir intelligence using crafts, discern the measurements, merge the precedents of the past, preserve it then and observe the evidence for advancements. In other words, let there be light to increase their spectrum of sight through lanterns, lamps and lampposts to post modern designs that were inspired by experts and bright minds who prided in their ability. By they said to humility, building towers like Babel with heights that spread to infinity. You see, tonight is called Creatives Live. Creatives Live. But we have to acknowledge the ultimate creator. And so that track there is called Creation. That's just half of it, but for time, we'll go into the first track. But before we go in, I want everyone to stand up and stretch. Stretch. Been sat down for a long time. Lift those arms. Move those legs. And now you're all energized. I'll introduce myself. My name is Personne. I'm a music artist. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm Personne, and I'm just here to share a few bars with you. Flattery seems to fatten me, but a lack of it seems to flatten me. Repeat. Flattery seems to fatten me, but a lack of it seems to flatten me. Flattery seems to fatten me, but a lack of it seems to flatten me. Repeat. Flattery seems to fatten me, a lack of it seems to flatten me. Repeat. Flattery seems to fatten me, lack of it seems to flatten me. I said flattery seems to fatten me, but a lack of it seems to flatten me. One more time. Flattery seems to fatten me, a lack of it seems to flatten me. Flattery seems to fatten me, but a lack of it seems to flatten me. All right, they're ready?
Come on.
Lack of it seems to flatten me. Flattery seems to flatten me. A lack of it seems to flatten me. Flattery seems to fatten me. A lack of it seems to flatten me. Flattery seems to fatten me. Celebration never stops. Another day that's an occasion of ovation and elation, elevation to the top. Opportunists form the core of my associates. Dancing ladies please me like the daughter of Herodias. Surrounded by the masses but the loneliest. Something smells fishy, there's an odor that be odious. Maybe it's the smell of fake friendships. The stench is drenched in French scents that pollute my senses. Expensive, alone, extensive. Lengths I go to show my kingship, defending my throne. I'm kinda hungry, I'm in need of some calories. I'll take a compliment and a plate of some flattery. Flattery seems to fatten me, lack of it seems to flatten me. Fallacy, filling my battery, praising my power source like that station that's placed in Battersea. Over self-consciousness demonstrates the veracity of my words. Flattery seems to fatten me, lack of it seems to flatten me. Fallacies, filling my battery, praises my power source like that station that's placed in Battersea. Over self-consciousness demonstrates the veracity of my words. Flattery seems to fatten me, but a lack of it seems to flatten me. Flattery seems to fatten me, lack of it seems to flatten me. I said flattery seems to fatten me, lack of it seems to flatten me. Flattery seems to fatten me, but a lack of it seems to flatter me. My prison's a cat A. Pillars holding my cell, soon to fall like they did with Silas and Paul. I'm sure death is my fate. To end this sentence, I've been serving in the church, but there's sin lurking. I've been swerving on the verge of insanity. Also gradually apathy mixed with agony. Add the internal anarchy. I'm a sinner, a singer, who has the riffs and the rhythm, the congregation's ovations, because of the gifts I've been given. Nobody would ever question me. Lack of confrontation of detriment to my destiny. Desperately they attest to the euphony as the proof of me truthfully being suited for ministry. If it's musically pleasing, appealing to people, preying and praising, placing their gaze on my gifting, lifting my feet onto stages, staging parades that are glistening. It's a farce, a facade that conceals the dark in my heart. To be real is far from the markers revealed by carnal remarks I bought. Books on theology, thinking that they would do the job. Now my mind's consumed up in a room of fog. I could recount my splurging on Spurgeon. I'm now in search of a surgeon to pounce and purge all the scourge that I thought I swerved my discernment. To turn from circuits of scripture, burn a perfected picture, to earn the murkiest mixture of earthly curses, afflictions, addictions, diction, profanity filled. And what calamity killed. Vanity's thrill got me dancing. This is insanity still. High intensity exercise of the mind serves to emphasize the decline as I swirl and swallow the slime that's from agony's pill. I self-medicate with self-pity to manage my ills. And though I feel a bit calmer through this catharsis, inside I feel like I died like the saints and pastors at Sardis. Can I handle the truth? I'm the brand of a builder's boot, and I crawled and trod on the tree trunk so I could yam on the fruit. Been infected like I've laid with a lady, laden with syphilis, soon to be slain with shame, and now nature's arranged my chrysalis. Cocoon's the cold word for the coffin that I'll be fitted in. Now my identity's dented, cause it essentially centered around my gifting. I'm drifting and I'll eventually venture into the morgue for my morphine. I'm morning to evening, body horizontal position, my forehead forced at the ceiling. Sealing my fate, fake faith, the fatal feature. My faulty foundations deepen the hole as I'm fainting. Weaken my soul, cannot take the grief and the groans. The decay is eating my bones as I pray for freedom to roam from this place that keeps me alone in a cage of feelings. I moan, medicate my grievance, console, setting straight beliefs which I've owned that relate to keeping a code of expected behavior. Save you the taste and flavor of fame. Prostitute your gifting whilst risking what's best to make you a name. Yeah, I did it. And it's resulting in death. This elegy sucks my energy. I'm consulting my flesh. I operated in purpose, no preparation, and service without salvation. I'm nervous because damnation is surely what's next. Jesus, I served in your name, solely for the purpose of fame. Free me from the circus of shame, I plead with you now. You wore a coat of flesh, thrived and lived in it perfectly, died with rivers of burgundy, so I could lay my burdens right by the river like Bermondsey. My heart is cold, but someone revived the rhythm with urgency, and now I've got these vivid and violent visions of purgatory, even though it's not biblical. But I'm ending my journey, my only hope is that you would extend a measure of mercy. I'm in my coffin, cacophony of the scoffing is stopping me as I'm plotting my plan of escape. I now enter into a realm called death with both hands on the handles of faith. My story is finished. I think I'm on the brink to this integrate and be over. I blink awake from my coma with scintillating scotoma. I sniff amazing aromas. Wings are blazing. Jehovah has infiltrated and traded my place in death. No longer an elegy, but a rebirth is the name that I'm calling this. Melancholy and mourning was all for the metamorphosis. I've morphed into something more. I'm in awe. I feel the endorphins. The door unlocked. I'm implored to preach more to people and talk of this. Thank you for listening.